Hey everybody, this is KuuImpact with Let's Play Rollercoaster Tycoon, and, I don't know what to do else in this park. That's end. Like, we've got the 1,000 required guests now, and I feel like we should be able to jump straight to the end. Although, I mean, there were some minor changes since the last video, not many major changes. Some rides have finally got to the point where people have got their threshold of, I'm not paying that to go on this ride. Like that, the haunted house. Everyone's become cheapskates. They don't wanna pay for rides anymore. Don't worry, that always happens. It's just natural for people to just want to keep their money and end up spending it anyways on different things. Really, the shuttle loop didn't have that much, like, in the way of customers this park. For once, it didn't do as good. Weird. Not too sure why that was. Or why that is. But we're just gonna ignore it, because it's not gonna matter. We got this park in the bag. We won this thing. This scenario is pretty much done. And that means we are ready to go to the next scenario. Yeah! Now, I've been working on the next choice, and I say, why don't we just do them all in order from now on? Even though it doesn't make it the easiest of choices. So, you tell me about this. We can design most of the rides before the scenario is finished. But is there any scenario in the game where we can actually research all of the rides? Because I pump everything to max research at the beginning of the park. And it never seems like I get every single researchable thing. Makes me sad that I can't. I would really love to just have everything. I know in Mega Park you can, but that's a whole different situation. That's not like these. That one doesn't really have an objective. Or a scalpel. I hope this next roller coaster designing is something I could actually put into the park. Maybe. Maybe not. Look at those finances. Finances of our park is terrible. That's where our company value is shit. We don't have a very good company value. Oh well. It's because the old rides, and we started out with pretty much negative company value because of all the, like, destruction and death. And the wiggling and the jiggling spree. This whole park was a wreck. It was terrifying. I've never shown off many of the sceneries. There are a lot of scenery palettes in this game. Especially once you install loopy landscapes. There are a lot of scenery palettes in the game. And you can use these to touch up your park and theme your park. We got quite a bit in this scenario, and I don't usually normally use these. I don't think the ride needs that much enhancing. Most rides don't need enhancing. It's just for aesthetics. And this is a Let's Play. The Let's Play isn't about aesthetics, it's about completion and jokes and, you know, riding the rides. But we can't do that in this game because it's not Rollercoaster Tycoon 3. Why is it not Rollercoaster Tycoon 3? That's a good question. Because it's Rollercoaster Tycoon 1. And I have no clue what everyone's opinion is about all of them. I mean, because it boils down to opinion, even down for Kuu. Kuu's opinion is 1 is the best, 3 is pretty okay but way too easy, and 2 is full of way too much nonsense. It needs more cohesivity. It's not very cohesive as a game. I mean, let's make expansion packs for 2. Let's start it out be Six Flags themed. Okay, you're sponsored by Six Flags. I'm cool with that. Then let's do about worldwide travel. Alright, that's fine. That's still within, you know, maybe a thing. But then, let's jump to time travel. Now, why would we build theme parks through time? Don't they already have their own kind of entertainment back in the day and back in the future? I love how prehistoric is one of the time limits on, like, one of the time periods on there. So is the Roaring 20s. Now, I don't know many people who know about the Roaring 20s, to be honest. In history class, I never learned about them, not until college level crap. We always, like, skipped that, went straight to the 60s and then the 80s. You know what they say, the 80s is the shit. I don't know. I don't know if that's completely true. That's the one generation behind me. What generation gap are you from? That's nice to know. What generation gap are you from? Who wants to be named in the next park? We need to know this now. Alright, I'm fed up of waiting. Let's just skip ahead to the part where we win. And there you go. We have won the park. We're almost there, and I already won the park. People probably already heard me rant about this in a different video. I'm not sure if that video got up yet, but if it isn't, this park is already beaten. This is just a reload of the earlier save. And yeah, I kind of made a fucking mistake. I went to go wait for it to go. I left the computer. I came back. The park was won. I really didn't want to just start recording there. I want to see the people clap. I want to see the thunder kill them all. Thunder should be a more deadly element in this game. Just hits the rides and the rides explode or short circuit. Or Judge Edgehorn. Something like that. It would make the game have a nice, realistically, stupidly unrealistic touch. But being realistic at the same time, physics-wise. Although this game does have pretty good physics. Yeah! Victory is ours. I can't put a name in. I've already messed that up, too. I somehow got it as blank. I never typed Kuu in, and then it never came back. Thanks, game. Thanks for being game. Alright, let's start the next park. Before we go completely insane. We have time. Not afraid to start the next park. Oh, look, there you go. Complete it by... Complete it by the sound that Pokemon makes when you're poisoned. That's a good person to have completed the level. Rainbow Valley is a pain in the ass. That's why I want to do these all in order from now. Because that's pretty much the pain in the ass-o-meter. Carts and Coasters being pretty much the easiest of the remaining parks. And you can see, Carts and Coasters literally is what it is. There is just giant, massive-ass go-karts and massive wooden coasters throughout this park. So our objective right away isn't to build very well, you could put a few more thrill rides, it wouldn't hurt. But it isn't to build roller coasters. It's definitely to build more gentle rides for the people who aren't riding the crap that's already in the park, as well as get food established across this entire giant forestscape that I can barely see where the paths are in it. Turnpike. Really? It's called Turnpike. We got big wood chip and bigger wood chip, but no biggest wood chip. I remember one time in the past playing this park, I made a biggest wood chip. It was ludicrous. The roller coaster shouldn't have gotten anyone. It was like 12 with a 9 excitement rating. And it spanned most of the park's free space. That was my problem. It spanned most of the park's free space for not the greatest payout ever. You know, when you're young, you make mistakes like that. King Carts. It should be Kingpin Carts. Make it themed after the Mafia, going back to the whole Roaring 20s thing. The Mafia was in the Roaring 20s, right? I mean, the Mafia is still around today, but... when it was, like, Capone's time. Pretty sure that was the 20s. I'm not a historian, don't ask me this kind of stuff. I don't know the answer. Let's get some food and drinks to the people. I have no... Information kiosks. That's great. Information kiosks in this park are, like, a necessity, or people get lost among all the paths and trees. It's something you need to do. It's like when you boil an egg. Oh, people are hungry and they keep bitching. But I need to build rides. I need more rides for them, too. Rides generate revenue. If I'm not generating any revenue, then I can't build more food for them. Of course. It's flawless logic. Don't you see that? Oh, man. Let's do it. Okay. I forgot, this park doesn't have an entrance fee set yet. Dirt paths. Dirt paths are my favorite path. because it's a pathway that is naturally dirt, but like when you put it on a raised platform like that, it's just the most amazing thing ever. You would think the dirt would spill. Well, yeah, the dirt would spill over. It's really weird to see a floating dirt path over wood. So when people walk on it, they're walking on dirt with wood under it, and it's so strange. Do any real life parks do that? How many real life theme parks are there? I'm not too sure. Now I'm going to set an entrance fee to 15, because we need to get money from everywhere we can. It's the only way. And now more food rides. And now on the 6 o'clock news, roller coasters exploded. Oh, I hope these roller coasters don't blow up. That would be the worst ever. I don't even know if they can. It's been so long with this scenario, I don't know. Some scenarios, there are points where the roller coasters within them will explode and die just out of unreliability. And some of the dips, guide's car permanently trapped on them because no momentum. When that happens, you just cry. Just cry forever. Of course there's trees in the way. There are way too many trees. You thought Frontier Forest was a forest. This is more of a forest than Frontier Forest ever was. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. That's what he was. Don't you know that? I don't want to deforest everything, but I have to deforest it all or I won't be able to build anything. This is bad for the ecosystem. I'm going to destroy all the wildlife. Human pollution is gonna kill them all. It's the most convoluted exit ever, but it's the only way. The only way. Go! Come on. I don't even know why it was so delayed. I was clicking it. It wouldn't work. It was just like, no, you can't build that one last pathway. There we go. Also, I gotta save that guy. He's gonna be lost. He's already sad, but you have your popcorn. Why are you so sad? I've got popcorn and I'm sad. That's what he was like. I can't build that there because there's trees in the way. Can't build... Can't do that. Nightshade, you can't do that. Awesome! I think I screwed up somewhere. I think there's no way to loop it around like I just did. Shit. Because the way the pathing works. Alright, drink stand. Stop being in the way of me building a path. Oh, what the... Well, that was interesting. I've never seen it do that before. I've never seen it loop like that before. Wow. It's pretty nutty. Some kind of weird glitch. Like this. Yay! At least I got it to span over something. I didn't want it to be a short entrance. There's no reason for short entrances. The longer your queue lines are, the longer more people can wait. And this park is in definite need of some more gentle rides. Look at that giant dip. Look at all these big-ass roller coasters all intertwined. Intertwined with the forestry and each other. It's like the roller coasters are having sex or something. Coast to sex, it looks really gross because you gotta put loops through your loops. Pretty sure you can actually loop-de-loops around loop-de-loops in this. It's not particularly easy because you need a lot of open space, but you can do it. I'll show it off later when we get to Mega Park. Mega Park, I'll be showing off a lot of crap. Be like, you think this Let's Play's over? No. Nowhere close. We still got plenty of crap to show off. Although I won't be clearing Mega Park. No. That would just be insane. Especially since the goal for Mega Park is pretty much unclearable. You'll understand when we get there. I don't know how people can enjoy those really long-ass go-karts. Like, they're long, and the go-kart track isn't very fun when you have to wait for the one guy to victory lap before the next race goes. I really just want to put Logger's Revenge somewhere. A water ride wouldn't hurt in the forest situation. Maybe we'll make another water ride pre-built. I mean, not pre-built. Built by ourselves. There's a difference between pre-built and not pre-built. Pre-builts are the ones that are actually on that list that you see there and, you know, could be saved. Or are saved designs. Well, an unpre-built ride is something that we, you know, manually place the tracks for, which can be saved to be made into a pre-built ride. I know, crazy, isn't it? But that's just how this game rolls. It's all about the lunacy. Makes you feel like a true American. Or a true everyone. This game was pretty popular in Europe. I mean, I know my original, the original copy that I found before I decided let's playing this, it was a European version because it was set to Euros. It was all different. Like the system was set to the measurement system that they use there, and some of the parks had different names. That's how I know that the PAL version of this game actually has different named parks, especially like Katie's World and stuff. I'm getting a little bit of sluggish slowdown on my side because of all the trees. So I'm going to deforest most of these trees eventually, although it costs me money to cut them down. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. When you cut down the trees, it costs you money. But when you cut down trees in Zoo Tycoon, you get money. And I'm out of time, so this has been KuuImpact with Let's Play Rollercoaster Tycoon. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and comment next time. More carts, more coasters, more everything that begins with a K. More KuuImpact.